Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for our Village of Alsip Board meeting. Today is December 5th, 2022, and we're going to call this meeting to order at 7:33 p.m. Can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Dalzell?
Here.
Trustee Juarez-Mendoza is absent. Trustee McLaughlin?
Here.
Trustee Murphy?
Here.
Trustee Navas-Garza?
Here.
Trustee Peretta?
Here.
Mayor Ryan?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we'll have our officer reports, starting with mine. I'd like to thank all the Girl Scouts that came out this evening at 6 o'clock. We lit our Christmas tree here in the Village Hall, sang Christmas carols, and certainly we appreciate the volunteerism from a couple of our senior citizens, both Ezekiel and Lourdes, as well as the sponsors tonight. The Alsip Doubletree Hotel donated chocolate chip cookies, homemade, and Eggman's Restaurant. We appreciate their participation with hot chocolate out there. Apparently Joyce went looking for the hot chocolate, can't find it.
Roger threw it away.
Oh.
No.
Check his
Roger.
pockets. It happens. It's the holidays.
Check his pockets.
You ever have a party at your house that goes south, sometimes it happens.
Taking that dieting too seriously.
That's right. But the cookies made it if anybody needs one. It's in the building department under Roger's watch. So
Probably in his trunk.
yeah. Next, we had, I'd like to let everyone know, and I did ask that this be posted on our village website and Facebook today. I did get a notice from the Cook County Assessor's Office, and they are just reminding homeowners, as homeowners in Cook County receive their 2021 second installment tax bills in the mail, they are encouraged to look at the bottom left corner to ensure that the correct exemption or exemptions are applied for. If a homeowner believes they are entitled to an exemption that is not reflected on their tax bill, they can apply for what's known as a certificate of error. A certificate of error process provides homeowners an opportunity to redeem missing exemptions for up to 3 years in addition to the current tax years. Homeowners can now apply for a 2021, a 2020, a 2019, and a 2018 tax years, all on one easy form to use. That's available online through the assessor's office. This year, many exemptions automatically renew to make the process even more convenient for homeowners. As a reminder, homeowners are responsible for paying the entirety of their tax bill to the Cook County Treasurer's Office by December 30th, 2022. If the certificate of error application is granted, either a corrected tax bill or a refund for the difference will be issued to you. To learn more about how to apply for missing exemptions, join a virtual workshop on the following dates. They're going to, through the County Assessor's Office, they've got tutorials that are going to be available on Wednesday, December 7th at 6 p.m. in English language, December 14th at 6 p.m. in Spanish, and again on December 21st at noon in English again. So we did post this on our village website and Facebook for everyone to take a look at. On your agendas this evening, under my report, I had the approval to hire a temporary staff accountant to fill a vacant position only until a permanent full-time person can be hired by utilizing a reputable agency for this task. Our finance director, Joyce Tucker, asked me if we could, if I would ask the board to consider this action. We had our staff accountant resigned last Monday, and what was that, like the 28th, Joyce? And this may take a month or two, hopefully, to find, maybe less, to find a replacement, and Joyce asked for this action. Do you want to make a comment on it too, Joyce?
Thank you very much, Mayor. It may take longer because of the holidays, is what I'm thinking, because it's harder to get people scheduled to come in over the holidays. We have some serious work that needs to be done, and this is not a situation where I can use a temporary type bookkeeper. I need someone that can come in and roll. And I need it pretty quickly. So that's why I'm asking for this, to get someone in here quickly within the next week and a half to be able to sit at a desk and I can throw work at them and they can do what I need done. So
Joyce, as a reminder, how many people you have up in your office now, and your
it's
staff?
myself and Rosa, and Heather, of course, is the AP payroll person. She's only part-time. So it's myself and Rosa Cerna.
And what about Danielle? What does she do?
Danielle comes in part-time. She's only there 3 hours a day.
Okay.
She has her own projects to work on, which, by the way, is the shredding of the scanned documents is a big project. I showed you how many boxes have to be identified and so forth, and she's working on, that's one of her projects. But she also has daily work that she does for us also.
Okay. Board, I put this on, obviously, just last week because of the event that took place with losing our previous staff accountant. So, anybody have any questions for Joyce? No? Okay. That's all I have for my report this evening. So we'll go to the clerk. Clerk Hardy.
Thank you, Mayor. I have the approval of the November 21st, 2022 board meeting minutes and the presentation and approval of the November 28th, 2022 committee meeting minutes, and that is all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Attorney's report, we have Joe Kanker with us. Joe?
I have no report, Your Honor.
Okay, Joe. We'll go to our engineer's report. Jeff Hagan.
Thank you, Mayor. We have the approval to go out for bids for the following projects. First one would be the MWRD Next Priority Area Cleaning and Televising Project. So on the map that was in the packet, it would be the green area. And then the second project would be the MWRD High Priority Area Cured in Place Pipeline Project, and that is the area that's pink on the map. And so what both of these projects are related to necessary investigation and repairs that are associated with MWRD mandates with the sanitary sewer. So the first project there would be cleaning and televising, doing the investigation of the pipe to see what the condition is in areas that would need to be repaired. And then the pink area, the second project, is actually going in and repairing and lining the sanitary sewer in areas that have already been investigated. And
Okay. So, folks, you're not seeing what we're seeing here, but Jeff, I mean, this is sizable yet too. So we're going to televise many of the sewers. It looks like in the David Estates area.
correct.
Okay. And in the same area, we're going to be relining the inside of the was it storm sewer or sanitary?
Sanitary sewer.
Sanitary sewer. Really? Okay. Are those mostly all ductile iron? Are those all like concrete or?
Likely clay,
Clay?
plastic, depending
Okay.
upon the age.
Okay, but by relining the inside of the pipe, we're extending the life of that pipe then too at the same time.
Correct. So what the relining process does is it kind of seals up the cracks and imperfections in the pipe to keep water from infiltrating into groundwater into the pipe. Because the MWRD is concerned because any extra flows that aren't sanitary flows that come into the pipe ultimately go to the treatment plant and need to get treated like with the rest of the wastewater. So it's a way to minimize and reduce the groundwater that's coming into the sanitary sewer system.
So we're going to solicit bids, right, to do this work. And then after we televise and so forth, now we're going to come back and rebid it to who's going to do that type of work then too. We need to know what we're up against first, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. So the second project, though, that I mentioned in the pink, that has already been investigated. So there's already been cleaning and televising, and actually a kind of a phase one improvement project that was the worst of the worst. And now we're following up with, kind of cleaning up the rest of it as needed and as required by the MWRD.
Very good. Okay. Thanks, Jeff. Next, we have our public forum. Anyone in the audience wish to address the board tonight? Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Jeff.
I
You
still
had something
have
else?
one
I
other thing
apologize. Go ahead.
No worries. One other thing I was going to mention is last week we had submitted a grant for the lead service line inventories.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
With the help of Joyce and Dan and yourself, we were able to get that submitted. So that's request was for $50,000 to investigate and come up with an inventory of the services within the village. next year, the IEPA is a deadline where they want to see an inventory of the number of lead services in all the municipalities throughout the state. So this grant would help fund the investigation and inventory into.
So we're applying for that?
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And that award should be, notice should come out sometime in January, so we'll know if we got that or not.
That'd be great. Jeff, what was the other one you and I just did with Mike Frater on the Costner from 123rd to 127th?
That's STP funding for
That's
the resurfacing of Costner Avenue.
that street. When is the letting on that? When are we going to?
That one is not set yet.
Okay.
So we're working through the process with IDOT right now.
I'm glad we were approved for that, though. I mean, we were approved for that, right?
For the funding, correct. But
Yeah, exactly. Okay. They just haven't announced the letting for that yet, too.
Correct. So we need to work with the state, get the plans ready, and then follow the state's schedule with their letting
Okay.
schedule.
Oh, very good. I'm sorry, I was cutting you short there. All right. Anybody in the audience want to address the board? None tonight? Okay. Then we'll go to our standing committee reports. We'll start with Finance and IT. Trustee McGlohan.
First, I have a request for approval of a list of payroll dated December 2nd, 2022, totaling $443,743.09. Next, I have a request for approval of a list of accounts payable dated December 5th, 2022. From the recap, General Fund, $102,086.96. Road and Bridge, $106,721.93. MFT, $1,932.86. Pulaski TIF, $308 even. 2015 to 17 bond payments, $483,925 even. The second bond for 2015/17 is $605,600 even. Health insurance, $594.36. IMRF and payroll taxes, $16,365.26. Water and sewer, $3,922.74. Sanitary sewers, $215.76. Heritage complexes, $60,835.02. Retiree health insurance, $43,224.07, for a grand total all funds of $1,425,731.96. And then finally, in relation to the public hearing that we had before this meeting, we will have the approval of an ordinance levying taxes for general corporate purposes for the fiscal year beginning May 1 of 2022 and ending April 30th of 2023 for the Village of Alsip, Cook County, Illinois. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Again, I always like to, especially when we have an audience, and especially with students in the audience that came out to learn this evening, the ordinance that we have in place is the, for the purposes, for the fiscal year beginning May 1st of 2022 and ending April 30th, 2023, we're going to be asking the board to approve a 2.5% tax levy. And really what that equates to, well, dollar-wise, Joyce, we had this, it's 2.5%. If you had a $6,000 property tax bill on your house, this would be approximately $27.50 for the entire year. So it's like $2.50 a month is what the increase is. So yes, it was just enough to cover a few expenses we had in our budget with regard to operations and some pension monies. But overall, it's $27.50 for the entire year is what the increase is. That's 2.5%.
May I
Go ahead.
ask for a consensus to go out and hire another staff accountant?
It's on the agenda for
We got it on the
voting.
agenda.
That's to hire a temp.
Right.
Oh,
Don't you?
I did not put on the agenda. I just was looking for a consensus to move forward with hiring that staff accountant.
Well, I would think, you know what, I have to,
Do I need to put that on?
actually, yeah, let's do it
Committee.
at the next board, or at least next week or something like that, but
All right.
let's, obviously, I was focused on getting the temp help,
Okay.
and we really should have that board That's an agenda item that needs to be considered.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Anything else, Trustee McGlowan?
No, that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. Next, Fire Committee report, Trustee Murphy.
No report tonight, Mayor.
Trustee, the village hosted last Thursday night the holiday dinner meeting for the Southborough Mayors and Managers Association at the Doubletree Hotel. We had over 25 mayors out there and their staff and whatnot, and we took delivery recently of our rescue squad that Chief Stasinski said we're still training personnel on, but I had them park it out there to show the other mayors what we had gotten, and everybody really were impressed. Everybody really got a kick out of seeing that new apparatus. We're going to be one of the first towns in the south suburbs now to actually operate. Everyone's used to seeing the big fire truck following the ambulance around. Now you'll see the ambulance with like an F-550 pickup truck. It's got the toolboxes all the way around with some water on the back of this yet, too, that we can carry water, plenty of tools and everything else. And it's pretty sharp. You can actually hit a button from the dashboard, and it locks all the doors automatically and so forth, so we never have to worry about going into or leaving the truck and leaving the equipment at risk of being lost or taken. It's a great piece of apparatus, and I'm hoping for a lot of success with that yet, too. But we'll see that in operation probably by next week, that they should be done training.
Great.
Okay. Next, we have the Police and Traffic Safety Report. Trustee Dalzell.
The approval of a contractual memorandum of understanding and agreement between the Metropolitan Alliance of Police, Chapter 669, and the Village of Alsip. Within that, it enables the village to make lateral hires with previous full-time sworn law enforcement experience, eliminates the specialty positions of crime prevention and canine officer, changes the number of field training officers from 5 to 7, and finally amends the existing pay scale. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Next, can we have the Public Work and Bowl Launch Committee?
No report tonight, Mayor.
All right. Next, a Sewer and Water Report. Trustee Nava-Esparza.
No report, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you. Next, Building and Health. Trustee Paretta.
Thank you, Mayor, and good evening, everyone. On our agenda, you'll see item number 1, an ordinance amending Chapter 6. Actually, that ordinance has been passed. That was back in our meeting on November 7th. That ordinance is now known as Ordinance 2022-11-1. I would like to note that the inspector fees will increase from $18 to $36 starting January 1st of 2023. Second item is a presentation and request for approval of the November 2022 Building Department Monthly Activity Report. And in that report, there were 70 permits issued. The amount collected, including inspector fees, were $55,172. The estimated cost of construction is valued at $9,921,237.64, and that is for the month of November. The two big ticket items for the month of November, were new commercial construction, and that is valued. Estimated construction cost of construction is valued at $4,950,000. And I'd like to point out the second big ticket item was electrical permits. There were 14 issued, and the estimated cost of construction was valued at $4,952,520.89. Correct me if I'm wrong, Commissioner Early, that new construction that this valuation is referring to is the property at 3600 West 127th Street?
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, I see, I've driven past there recently, and the four walls are up, and I see they're getting that parking lot moving along, so it's looking great. That is all I have, Mayor.
That's fine, thank you. Two things to point out again to the public. Our building inspectors are paid on call, so we only use them as we need them. So they were, for the longest time. Roger, when's the last time that pay was adjusted?
05 would have been the increase.
2005. This is the first time we've adjusted that pay since 2005. So it went from $18 per call they go on to $36. So again, they're great. These guys are really good inspectors. They're all, oh yeah, their background is extensive. And so now, by all means, we want to retain those folks and stuff for that money, for the extra $18 per stop. And a good report too, Trustee. And so we appreciate all the investment. People still have interest in our community, and we still see construction going on. Next, we have the Human Resource and Insurance. Trustee Murphy.
I have the approval of the new health insurance rates for 2023. Renee was to be here, and she is not. And that's all I have.
The presentation
Yeah,
last time.
she presented last week. It's just that it's a 9.2% increase on our health care insurance rates for the village.
And that's all I have, sir.
Okay, thank you. Special Committee Reports, Economic Development, Trustee Navas Esparza.
Thank you, Mayor. Just requesting an update regarding TBK. Is everything, are they in compliance now with the
Yeah.
pending items?
Yeah, they,
They were out there digging today.
Okay.
oh, they're starting to dig already too? Yeah, they got all their permits now, right?
They've got everything finalized, and they actually started working today.
On the Taco Burrito, that's the one on 117th and Pulaski. And I saw, Roger, was there an issue on the Firewater side of the street? I saw them digging up the curb. What happened there?
The plumbing was not put in properly.
Okay.
They didn't call us for an inspection. We recognized that there was a sinkhole in the street. Public Works went out and identified where it was. I got a hold of the contractor doing the work, and they were out there today to fix it.
Excellent.
They remodded it. They're going to cut that asphalt out, repair it.
Sounds good. Okay.
Is there a target, I guess, opening date for them, for Firewater? I know people are driving through their parking lot and using that as a way to get onto Pulaski, but,
I do not have a date at this time.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. So we'll go to our next report. Village Property, Trustee McGlowan.
I have a request for approval to award the removal of carpet to be replaced with Elite Crete Reflector Enhancer Flooring System for the Alsip Police Department, and award this contract to American Floor Coatings in the amount of $49,500.
Please keep in mind, again, Board, that this is at no cost to the taxpayers. This money is being utilized from our grant that we get from our insurance company to our workman comp carrier, right? So, and Erica O'Donnell today put out a schedule for the work. Are you okay with that schedule?
We did meet with them today in preparation, and as long as everything goes well tonight, that is the schedule that we will proceed with.
Okay, so we're going to be replacing common area carpet going through the police station, a couple staircases over here, go upstairs to finance and whatnot?
That is correct.
Okay. Non-skid concrete flooring?
Correct.
Okay.
Oxyform.
Okay. Thank you. Next, ordinance and legislation, Trustee Parada.
No report, Mayor.
All right. Planning and zoning and licenses, Trustee, or committee, rather?
I'll take that. I have a request for approval of a list of licenses dated Monday, November 14th, 2022 through Wednesday, November 23rd of 2022. And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Did anyone have any presentations, petitions, or communications they wanted to share? I had two quickies, again, just as a reminder, and we're going to be posting this on our website and Facebook. January 26th, next month, Moraine Valley College is going to be hosting a municipal and government job fair, and I met with our department heads last week. I'm asking our department heads to put something together, and HR, Tony Fasano, to coordinate that. Tony's out right now. He should be back this week. And I actually got a message today from Mary Grace Snooks at the Alsip Chamber of Commerce. They are also considering a local job fair here in February, but we're going to talk about that. We don't, no point in bunching up. Hers is going to be more focused on Alsip jobs or surrounding community jobs, whereas Moraine Valley is focused on municipal and governmental jobs and stuff then too, and try and find folks jobs in municipal and government facilities. So I told her we would help her, we would assist that effort in February if the chamber wanted to do that. Did anyone want to remove anything from the consent agenda?
Yes, Mayor. We need to pull or remove item I. Once again, the ordinance has been passed on November 7th. That ordinance is currently now known as 2022-11-1.
All right, thank you. Anybody else? All right. Can I get a motion then to establish the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call number 1 to establish consent agenda. Trustee Dalzell?
Yes.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza is absent. Trustee McLaughlin?
Yes.
Trustee Murphy?
Yes.
Trustee Navas Barza?
Yes.
Trustee Peretta?
Yes.
Motion carries to establish consent agenda.
Can I get a motion then to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, before I do second roll call, item G, approval of an ordinance levying taxes for general corporate purposes for the fiscal year beginning May 1st, 2022 and ending April 30th, 2023 for the Village of Alsip, Cook County, Illinois, will now be known as Ordinance 2022-12-1. Roll call number 2 to approve consent agenda. Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza is absent. Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navas Barza.
Yes.
Trustee Peretta.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve consent agenda.
Thank you very much. Did anyone have any unfinished business? Any new business? I need to ask that we adjourn to closed session. I need a short meeting with everyone regarding collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives, or deliberations concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees pursuant to 5 ILCS 120, Chapter 2. Can I get a motion and a second to do this?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call number 3 to adjourn to closed session. Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza is absent. Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navas Barza.
Yes.
Trustee Peretta.
Yes.
Motion carries to adjourn to closed session.
Thank you very much. Trustees, we'll meet across the hall in just a couple of minutes. Students, if anybody needs us to sign your agendas for you to show your school you were here tonight, please come on up. Anybody can sign for you if you wish. And enjoy the rest of your night. We're going to adjourn this meeting at 8 o'clock. Thank you.